It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. All right. So you probably think we crazy, right? Because it's the first of the month, but it's not the first of your month. It's the first month of the ninth year, the first day. So today is the Feast of Trumpets.
Yes.
So as per tradition, the trumpet has to be blown today.
Yes. Yes.
We're going to put it on the video because the trumpet has to be blown
Today.
today.
Oh, I'm excited. All the resetting. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, one step at a time, one day at a time. So we hope to get some footage today, hopefully. But more importantly, from today, we have first the Festival of Trumpets lasts 7 days. This is 1 week of the Festival of Trumpets. Then we have 1 day and 1 day and another day to get ready. Because on the 9th in the evening,
Yes.
once it gets dark, that's it. We're going into atonement. Now, we are on chapter what?
19.
Chapter 19. Okay? So it's only, I think, 34 chapters to the end of Deuteronomy. We are going to be finished on the Day of Atonement. So what will happen and what you will see is I'm going to do my regular, take my time, break it down, right? And I'm going to continue to break it down, like continuously, okay? So whatever we get done on the way, working up to the day, we get done.
Yes.
On the last few days, I'm going to just repeatedly just film and break down and upload and film and break down and upload. And you're going to have a lot of material on the Day of Atonement.
Ooh.
But the law will be finished.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, you will have read the law at least 5 to 7 times.
That's right.
Because we started from Exodus chapter 19, and after the Day of Atonement, right? After the day after, so it starts on the 9th, it ends the 10th in the evening, right?
Yes.
Now you ain't gonna get no more videos for those 24 hours until the next morning.
Right.
On the 11th, okay, which is today's the 1st, it's 10 more days from now. On the 11th, we're going to start back Genesis chapter 1, and we're going to begin to practice the judgment of the law, applying it to the first ones, to Bereshit. That's what Bereshit means. In the first. Okay? The first ones. All right? So that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm excited.
I am as well.
I'm excited. I am. Oh, my goodness. I was wondering, I was praying, right?
Yes.
I was praying. I was seeking the Most High, like, what am I supposed to do? Because I can't come before Him empty-handed.
Yes.
Right? I'm not going to be empty-handed.
No, you're not.
I'm not empty.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I told these people, I told y'all, I'm not waiting for you. Yeah, Allah always has a ram in the bush.
Yes, He does.
The ram is not for you. The ram in the bush, right?
Yes, yes.
People like to judge, right? Because the ram in the bush, when they hear about this, Abraham went before the Most High and he had his son.
Yes.
He has
all
Isaac.
intentions to do.
He also has Ishmael.
Yes, he does.
And Eliezer.
Yes.
Right? Now he separates them into two parties.
Yes, he does. Mm-hmm.
Right? Abraham is very wise.
Very, very wise.
He's wiser than you.
Yes.
So when he takes Isaac and he goes to sacrifice him, there was a ram in the bush.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
It is congealed in the story.
Yeah, it was from the very beginning.
So why does the Most High provide Abraham with a ram? Abraham's walking in the custom and traditions. Abraham is taking each and every step at each and every juncture.
Yes.
That he's being instructed to. So he's going with what he is told to do.
Right, following the instructions.
Following the instructions.
Yes.
Unlike
you.
You ain't following no instructions. Not nan instruction are you following. So Abraham is following the instructions, right? In following the instructions, he goes with what the Most High says to go with, and he takes what the Most High says to take. The Most High does not accept human sacrifice.
No, he doesn't.
Never has.
Never will.
Never will. Human sacrifice is not acceptable.
Yes.
Okay? So when he tells him, go take Isaac and put him up there, I mean, all of creation was trembling. Yes. The angels gathered to see. Everybody is looking. And Osai says, you know I don't accept this. Put the ram in the thicket, in the thorn bush. It's an acacia tree. You guys don't know about this, okay? So the thicket or the bush is not a bush. It's a tree. But the acacia tree goes very low to the ground, and when it's not kept, it just looks like a thorn bush. Right. And so the ram, the hairs get caught. Right? Yes. It's caught. And no matter how much you wiggle and shake, more thorns catch the ram. Okay? Yes. So the ram is stuck in the bush. What's the ram? It's the provision for the obedience. It's not provision, No. It's the provision for the obedience. Yes. You think it happened one time? No, it happened twice because it happened with Ishmael too. Yes. What? Yeah. What? Rabbi Sheikh, what you talking about? They don't know about that. There's a covenant for each. The covenant of Isaac, given to Sarah. Yes. The covenant for Ishmael, given to Keturah, who was known as Hagar. Oh, but you don't know about that yet. But the Most High is talking and give the covenant to the woman about each one they sons. The first sons. Right? There is no conflict between Ishmael and Isaac. No, it's not. Okay? Ishmael's angel, Jibril. This the angel come to Hagar and speak to Hagar about her son. Isaac's angel, Israfil. Yes. This the angel come to Sarah, and Jibril is present. Yes. Those are the two angels. People don't know that Israfil and Jibril together. Yes, they are. Israfil is the head, the top one. Jibril is the second. What's in heavens is on the earth. So people don't understand, right? Now you're talking about these princes. There's even one more angel, even higher than them both. But we won't talk about that. It's for another time. Oh, goodness. But I'm telling you this about the ram in the bush because it is the first of the new year, and there's supposed to be some kind of a sacrifice. There's supposed to be some type of offering. But what offering do you give? The Most High doesn't want lambs. He doesn't want rams. He wants obedience.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing to be obedient is just don't come before him empty and not empty.
Ooh. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I'm not empty. Some people out here is listening. It ain't even a lot.
No.
When I say listening, I mean they're hearing
And they doing.
and they doing.
Mm-hmm.
They hearing
And they're doing.
and they're doing.
Yes. Right from where they are.
From where they are obeying and seeing. Because it says if you listen to this, it will soften the hardness of your heart.
And the spirit of prophecy
Will move upon the righteous, not the wicked. It don't move on the wicked. It spirit of prophecy move upon the righteous. And in this, you will know them by their obedience. My story don't change. My talk don't change. Nothing changed. I'm like this every day. Why? Because my father like this every day. Oh, but your father? Who's your father? The Most High.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
I'm not the fatherless person. I have a father. He asks for this, I give it.
Yes.
You're supposed to be his children. Why you out there acting like you have no symbiosis with nothing he created? You're completely disconnected from nature. You're disconnected from
The
order.
land,
You're disconnected from the land. Why? You the rebel. He's not punishing you because you innocent. He's punishing you because you guilty.
Right. Disconnected to the covenant.
You disconnect yourself through disobedience.
Yes.
And the disobedience is only prevalent once the teacher is teaching the truth. Before this, it's been all lies. And I don't care who you talk to. Everybody and every lie is the same. You got one part of the truth.
Yeah.
And then everything else leads to somewhere strange.
You know, if you think marching to Washington to declare yourself as a people and a nation, as a gathering, you are sadly mistaken. The only proof is you being obedient to the instructions and getting over here in the land, which we know you're not going to do. But
Washington is not even the head of what's going on in the country.
Please say that again.
Washington, not the head. It is the figurehead. It is the symbol of it. Okay, but that is a giant wall. It's a front. It's a giant wall, and behind the wall, right behind the politicians, behind the government that you see, there is the king. America has a king. It is hidden. When they talk about the deep state, they're talking about the kings who rule the country. The people that they pay to put up in front of you to make you feel like you got a choice. No. There's a pharaoh in Egypt.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not empty-handed. So we're going to talk about this. And since we're talking about the nations, let's segue on into the reading.
Okay, we left that at 4. We're going to start at 1, go back in 1 or...
Okay, we'll start back at 1.
Okay, sir.
When Yah, your Allah, shall have destroyed the nations. Okay? Whose land Yah, your Allah, giveth you, and you possess them, and dwell in their cities and their houses. So when the Most High has destroyed the nations, okay? The nations, right? The nations, it's a league of nations that possess the capital city.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't understand the statement. I understand. Let me help you. So all of the EU, all of it, support this fraudulent Israel, right? Fraudulent. These people in Israel with these fuzzy warm hats, these mink hats, we don't even wear mink. It's unclean. It's an abomination. It's an unclean beast.
You mean those Ukrainians?
Yeah, the Ukrainians. These Ukrainians that call themselves Jewish, right? These people come from Ukraine. They come from Khazaria. Just because they changed the name of Khazaria to Ukraine, that don't change nothing.
Doesn't change the people.
Right? Everybody know now these people Nazis and everything else. My question is, if you supposed to be against the Germans and the Nazis and all of that, how you support Ukraine? And these is the same people. Oh, but don't worry. Don't worry. You're not fooling nobody. I'm not here to expose your wickedness. The point is, all of these other nations, including America and all the other ones, are supporting these people in possessing our land. Now, when the Most High gets rid of them,
oh yeah, and it's being set up too.
Listen,
it's being set up for destruction.
I'm over here watching from the sidelines. I'm on my watch. It says when he has destroyed the nations whose land Yah your Allah giveth you, and you possess them, and dwell in their cities and their houses. Because they built houses and cities over there. Now, when we get these cities, I'm going to tell you how it's going to be. Let me understand. It's going to be desolate. I mean, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. We got blown out windows. It's going to be bad. We're not going to get it in good conditions. They're not going to just and move. No.
It don't work that way.
When you get it, everything going to be messed up. You know what I'm saying? A tsunami hit it. Hurricane passed through. Just
gonna be desolate.
Right? It's going to be desolate. Now, that's just a figure of speech. It's just going to be desolate, okay? So it says that you get that he gives you, and you dwell in the houses. 3 cities shall you set apart within your land, which Yah your Allah giveth you to inherit. Okay, so one of the cities is Hebron, Nablus. Okay? Hey, when we going to get Nablus? One step at a time, one day at a time. What about the Palestinians? I'm not worried about nobody. I'm not worried about who and what. I'm not on the side. I'm here to walk out the instructions. When he give it, I'm going to be here to receive it.
It was, they worrying about that. Why aren't you concerned about being obedient?
Listen.
I don't get it.
No, listen. They never get that part. So I'm here. I'm not worried about the Palestinians. It said the Palestinians going to be there. We can move. We can live together.
Thank you.
I don't have a problem with living together with people. Stop. We're going to move on. You shall prepare a high road, make a highway, and divide your limit, which Yah your Allah bestoweth upon you, that any manslayer may fleeth thither. So we know you can move to Hebron, and this the place for the manslayer, the Levite, and this and this and this. This is what it is. And this is the regulation for the manslayer who fleeth thither, that he may live. Whoever shall have killed his brother without intention. Without intention. This accident.
Yes.
Okay? This accident. Maybe you're working on a job and your hammer fall off of the scaffolding, you hit somebody on the head, they die, you're out of town. Till we can solve the issue. he not having kept enmity against him yesterday or the day before. So you don't have no disagreement, no argument, nothing.
Right. It's just an accident.
If we see there's a conflict between you, you have motivation. There's intention here.
Yeah, question mark.
Okay? The day before. If anyone goeth with his neighbor into the thicket to cut wood, so you're going into a forested area to cut wood, and he driveth his hand with an axe to cut wood, and the iron flieth apart from the shaft and flies on his neighbor that he die, he may flee to one of those appointed cities and save his life. So this is an example.
Right.
So you working in the woods and you chopping a tree and the top of the axe come off by accident. You have a wooden axe and the head flies off and it hit some guy over here. This accident.
Yes.
But you have to protect yourself. And this you have to do here. I'm telling you right now. You have to go to the point of protection because they will send the avenger of blood for you. They will come. So we have to have this.
Yes, we do, for your protection.
Your protection till we sort out the issues. We have to have court. And the only way to get you to survive, because you did kill him, even by accident. And they have the right to shed the blood, but we have to deal with it. Okay? Lest the avenger of blood follow after him, like I was just saying, his heart boiling within him on account of his grief, and he apprehend him, if the way be long, and take his life, though he is not guilty of the judgment of death, because he had not enmity against him in times past. Therefore I command you that you set apart for you 3 cities. And if see, so you have to have this.
Yes, it's a must.
It's a must. So it was appointed to be in Hebron in Nablus. Even if it's not in Nablus at first, you still have to have this.
Yes, you do.
Okay?
Yes.
Because accidents happen, you're working and living among these people, you're going to have to secure yourself and your people to say, we will have a court trial, we make investigation, we will do everything in our power. If this man be guilty, you will have your justice.
Yes.
We will not hold him from you. And if Yah your Allah enlarge your border, if. Now, every if is when.
Yes.
So you can take every if in the scripture and it's like a when. When you see this, right? So I'll show you how that reads. And when you see Yah your Allah enlarge your borders, as he has sworn to your fathers, and give you all the land which he has sworn to give to your fathers to give. Then you shall keep all this commandment which I command you to do, that you mayest love Yah thy Allah and walk in the ways which are right before him all days. All days. And you shall yet add 3 cities to those 3. So you have to have 6.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm seeing the same thing. So you're saying...
Hold on, wait.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we're back.
It just says here, as plain as day. When Yah give us our all the land, which is ours, that he sworn.
Now, this land is going to be mixed. It's not like today's borders.
Yes.
It's mixed. You have these people, they have their portions. Everybody have the portions that's appointed to them.
Yes.
Not this like straight line and no. Our land is some on this side, some on this side, this area over here, that area over there. We know the address. Okay?
Yes.
But it's mixed. You're going to have these other nations here among you.
Okay. It says, then shall ye keep all this commandment. So it's making it very clear, in order to keep all these commandments, laws, precepts, everything,
You have to get
you have to be in
the land and have possession of it.
So what about those who think they're keeping the law?
They not. They lying.
But we're doing the feast days and
You're
we're
not
doing the Sabbath.
You're not doing the feast days. You're not doing the Sabbath. Sabbath was just yesterday. Okay? You had to go to work. Okay? Or your brother has to go to work. If you don't have land possession, you can't keep the Sabbath. As a matter of fact, Moses did not teach the Shabbat again to reinstate it till after the people had come out. He taught it in Mara. We didn't get there yet. But don't worry. We will. So he taught it in Mara at the place of the bitter waters. And he taught them Maras and the laws of bumps and bruises. What happens when somebody gets hurt? What's the process and what's the procedure? It's the first law, because we have to learn how to be brotherly. What gives you a right and what happens and who pays for what, and the bumps and bruises. When men strive together, you're going to have conflict, but we have a way of conflict resolution, and you're going to pay the price for your decisions. So poor judgment will lead to high prices.
And it shouldn't be difficult for them to to be in the land amongst our brethren, the other ones that are here, because you do it where you are with those people who ain't got nothing to do with you. You mix and mingle with them.
No, it's difficult. I tell you, it is difficult. I've seen it. I've seen a dude 6'4" buckle and lay in the bed and couldn't get up. Homesick. It's difficult. I ain't gonna tell you it ain't difficult. It is difficult. It's hard. It's a culture shock. You're gonna find out people got rights that you don't want to give, and then you're gonna find out that you have rights that you didn't know you had. It's going to be an exchange. It is difficult. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. People get culture shock. I tell the truth. It is difficult. Because culturally, you have to change. The problem is you.
That is the issue, because they can accept what's around them because they don't have to change. But to come here,
right,
you gotta change.
The freedom America tells you is you don't have to keep your laws. You don't have to keep these judgments. You can keep whatever religious practice you want, but you can't actually use this law as a governing body. You wrong. You get out of here. We can keep it here.
Wow.
That's why we're a kingdom.
Wow.
All right? We're a Hashemite kingdom. So this is the facts. You can like it, not like it. You can love it. You can hate it. I don't care. What they have a problem with is they know the stuff that they enjoy doing,
they can't do it.
They can't do it. Oh, you like this girl? You better marry her before you touch her, because if not, death is pursuing you.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get away. And that goes for the guy and the girl. That's why they don't want to come. But wait, but what if I don't love him? What do you mean?
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
You picked him.
Right.
You better covenant yourself to him. And if you have a problem with covenanting yourself to somebody, don't touch him.
And you know, like with the redeemers who thinks, oh, the man's supposed to choose you. No,
you get one pick.
No, you the one choose them.
You choose them.
So you sitting around waiting for a man to approach you. You ain't a virgin?
No,
How
it's
dare you?
It's not even gonna work.
Don't work that way.
Doesn't even work. You'll be sitting
Yourself.
over there by yourself
with nothing
in class, wondering what's wrong with the men. And don't try to put on sexy outfits because we're modest. So all the laws come into place. So that's what make it difficult, because 100% of the law is present. However, it will be slowly and methodically enforced to tighten upon you as we make each step, as we gain more land, more laws get enforced, more things happen. It's a process. So you're going to go from step 1, and we're going to complete those processes, to step 2, and complete those processes till we complete all 10 of the steps. We're going to go from 1 to 10, and step 11 and 12 is always the same. It's always a test and inspection. If you don't know what inspection is, it means it goes through a rigorous and meticulous screening process to make sure it is exactly the way it is written. Okay? So that's what it is. If you can accept it, you cannot accept it, we don't care, moving on.
Wow.
So 3 cities that
with verse 10.
3 cities, right? That innocent blood may not be shed in your land, which Yah your Allah giveth you to inherit. And the guilt of the judgment of death may not be upon you. Okay? So again, this is about ensuring against innocent blood.
Right.
Well, innocent blood is killing a man without lawful cause. Okay? A man catch you with his wife in the house and kill you and the wife, it's going to be labeled a suicide. Y'all went in there knowingly and got killed in sin, in the act.
So the wife get killed too.
The wife gets killed too. The man and the woman, they both die together.
Yes.
We put the sin out. Our law is stricter than Islamic law. The man and the woman die in our law.
Yeah.
So we don't kill the woman and save the man alive.
Or save the woman and kill the man. No, both.
No, they both go. Okay? So there's no shedding of innocent blood. But if a man with enmity against his neighbor shall lay wait for him in secret, so you waiting in secret to get him, to destroy his life, and he die, then should he flee into one of those cities, the sages of the city, the Safarim, the judges, shall send and take him thence and give him up to the hand of the pursuer for blood, and he shall be put to death. So what happens is, just because you go to the city to flee,
don't mean
the investigation continues. Once it is found out that there's a problem, you don't even have to worry about what will happen next. They will render judgment. It would take you outside. This is the person who killed your brother and did this, and this. Yes, we found out he is guilty. You have the right. Here's the sword. Kill him. And we just bury you.
Mm-mm.
What? Oh, they was fighting. It was about a woman. Okay, bring the woman, bring the man, let the avenger of blood come. We iron this out. You kill the man, get your blood. He will die. You're free to go. Next, you kill her too. The adulteress.
You know what this reminds me of that situation with that police officer over there. He and his friends that killed that boy that was messing with his baby mama.
He was absolutely right, but he needed to kill both. According to our law.
Yes.
I'm not mad that the man, he killed the man that was messing with his wife.
Yeah.
Any man, I'll tell you this, it is written, okay? If the man who messes with another man's wife is a fool because the woman is preying on destroying that man's very life. Because in the day of judgment, that man will not take a bribe. He will not take nothing. He will just end it. And that's what you're seeing. This is the law being exercised.
Sure is.
It take a little investigation. Sister will tell you. It came out on the news. It was a big thing. I said like this. I says, wait.
Yeah, let's watch.
Just watch. I says the investigation is not over because nobody really kills anybody without motivation.
Right.
Okay? Let's see why he killed him. Okay? It can turn out he's a bad cop, but let's see what his track record is if he be a murderer.
Yes.
But in the face of losing his life, every man plead for his case. So wait. We waited. It came right on up. Well, he was dating. So this man not so innocent.
Right.
He didn't pick him up just out the blue because he was sitting in the car and this, that, and the third. No, this man sleeping with this woman.
Yeah.
And they got him. I don't have nothing else to say. He need to go. He need to go and go get the wife too.
Yep. What? Yeah, because see, this is part of your training of how to judge matters according to the law. So he was teaching me, as he always does, is applying our law to our everyday, what is around us, so you'll know how to do it properly. So after waiting, we saw that there was more to the story. But you have to move emotions and feelings out of the way, and you have to investigate in order to give right judgment. Yes. So here
now you say, Rabbi Sheikh, that's cruel, but what about his family? What about this? What about that? Your eye shall not spare him. So you're telling me what? I have a choice. Here's my options.
Yes.
Okay? Here's my options. I can spare this man's life and destroy the lives of generations that come behind me. Right? Now, I've already seen that happen because when the forefathers did this is how we got into this mess. This is how we get here. And for generations, we suffered until this generation where we were raised up. You say we, yes, we, the ones who rebuilding the kingdom, not you looky-loos just waiting for the mystical sky nigga. You see that?
Or waiting for a stick to be pulled up so they can walk through the ocean.
Nobody gonna walk through you're not gonna walk through the Atlantic. Y'all barely walk across town. And all the lights in the sky is literally, I showed my sister, is literally the Most High destroying the decrees of the nations. He's literally cutting them. So all the lights in the sky is his sign that the decrees of the nations are void.
Yes.
But you don't know about that because you haven't read the other books, because all of them are concise with precise details about what you will see and what it stands for. Do not be troubled. This is this. Okay. So we sit back. I'll be like,
We'll watch.
I'm watching. She come up every day. Brother, what's this? Here it is.
Yep.
But this man said, I don't care what he said. This says it is this. To keep going. I understand. She gotta make sense of things, because it's like, what in the world? And I understand. So it happens every day. So your eye may not spare him, but you shall put away shedders of innocent blood from Israel, from the congregation. There's not allowed to be no shedder of innocent blood among us, period. On no account. Not for $20, not for $50, not for $1,000. You cannot, the man is blood for blood, and that is it. So if a man owe you money, he pays you back.
Right.
We don't have gambling. Not like the world does.
Right.
We don't have it like that. Okay? It's not the same. We don't even got no casinos. We ain't putting none up either. If you think you're gonna come in and put up a casino, don't worry.
We'll have a trap house and
It will be burnt down. And you want to take me to court? Take me to the court. I'll be the first to admit it. I burnt it down. Even I didn't burn it.
I burned it down.
Even I didn't burn it down. Right? I didn't go there and set the fire. I sent the men to burn it down. I would go and say, no, none of these people did it. They innocent. I burnt it down. Your anger is with me. On what account? I'll bust out the evidence. Who is here is gambling, taking usury from the children of Israel. This was your place? Oh, yeah. Now you see, I overturned the judgments quick. Nothing under the table, nothing. I promise you, I'm not that dude. I'm not the dude to put up with no corruption. I don't do politics. I'm not charismatic. I'm not a comedian. I'm not here for your entertainment.
Yes. Definitely.
I don't work for you.
See, that's what the problem is. They think, y'all works for them.
Right. I'm not a civil servant. I don't work for you.
No, he doesn't work for you.
Okay? So let's get this understanding. So as a people, we're supposed to function as a congregation. The congregation functions like a concert, right? All the music is playing together. It's an organism.
Yes.
Like when you see the birds and they're flying together, they're moving like an organism. When you see a school of fish, they're moving together like an organism. Okay? Everything moves according to its way, its pattern. The way the elephants migrate thousands of miles across the land, it's an organism. It is doing a job. The lions, they have a pride and they rule over a large dominion. This is an organism, and they live in their customs and their traditions according what is appointed to them. Now, as for man, the sons of Adam have to live like Adam lived and function as an organism to tend the garden. If you're not doing your job in that way, then you or a cancer that needs to be cut out.
So that means that Adam was farming
Yeah, he
and
was.
raising livestock.
Yeah.
And he owned the land.
No. I have a question. Cain and Abel was bringing the sacrifice to who? You never hear about Adam bringing a sacrifice.
Oh, goodness. We going there. Okay.
You never hear about Adam bringing a sacrifice.
That's right.
Right? It says the word walked with Adam and taught Adam. Adam taught his sons, and they brought the sacrifices to him. Adam started getting things situated, started getting some little functioning, but he's one man with one woman. He's doing the best he can just to build up. Now he has sons, and each one takes over the two portions that Adam is raising. One, the farm. The farm came first. Fruit and vegetables. Second, the sheep, the lambs. The second son take this. You see? They're bringing it to Adam. Adam functioning as the king and the high priest.
And the birthright.
He had the birthright. Right. All the land is his. All of it. Oh, but there was somebody before Adam and... Shut up, stupid.
Well, they were bringing it to...
Shut up, stupid. Shut up, stupid. Shut up.
Yeah, came down off his throne.
Shut up. Dummies. You're making stuff up. You're listening to people who created themselves as idols, right? I have the full record of Osiris. I know when he was born, I know when he was killed, and I know that he deified himself. And he made the position of Pharaoh. Pharaoh was the same prototype as a president or a prime minister of a country.
Yes, a governor. Yes.
So the Queen of England did the same thing. Deify themselves, and then they set up a ministerial and have a prime minister over it. The deep state, and then you got the president over it. Everybody does the same thing. Okay? It's a lie. It's a sham. You have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok.
Oh my goodness. Verse 14.
You shall not remove the boundary of your neighbors, of the boundary mark of your neighbors, which the predecessors did set for the limit in your possession of inheritance, in which the land Yah your Allah giveth you to inherit. So, again.
Yes, sir.
What this law is some basic understanding. When you're given a border, okay?
Yes, sir.
You can't change it. You, the individuals, okay? The land borders change by the Beth Din.
Right. That's a judgment.
It has to go in for judgment in the court. The documentation has to come out because we have to bring multiple families in and discuss on why the borders is changing. You just can't go and say, it says right here in the scripts that the border supposed to be like this and to this. Yes, it is. But it's not that. It won't be that until we get to a year of remission or a year of jubilee to where we can discuss it, and it will be implemented that way because the borders are constantly changing based upon the growth of the family and the people. So you can't go and change the borderline willy-nilly just because you feel like, well, nobody's here, I'll just use this. You can, believe me, unused land, if we possess it, yeah, you can use it. But should the possessor show up? I'm telling you, it's going to belong to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the law. There's no getting around it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right back.
I was just sharing with brother. So pretty much, Hatfields and McCoys happening here.
Nah, we ain't gonna have long-standing grudges. We're gonna bring things and settle down into peace.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I had a masterful teacher. He solved a lot of long-standing 10, 15, 20-year grudge wars between families. And I sat and watched him do it, and I would marvel.
Wow.
I would marvel because you don't know judgment. I'm gonna just tell you, Israel, you don't know judgment. You'd be like, what do you mean we don't know judgment? You know, the price for wrongdoing has to be in context with the law. And you'd be surprised how when you apply the price for the wrongdoing to a person, you'd be surprised at how it make them squirm and twist to get over to the side of righteousness because they don't want to pay the price.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to pay the price.
Mm-hmm.
People will burn time, right? Time is not the price for crimes.
No.
Oh, he stole $1 million. Yeah, put him in jail for 5 years. All right. You're still not getting $1 million back.
Right.
And when I get out in 5 years, I'm still going to be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Time is not the price. Okay, you stole $1 million. This. We have the evidence, the proof that you stole it. You have to pay back $5 million.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Hold on. Wait a minute. No. Take the $1 million you stole, buy land, produce from it, and pay him back before the 7th year hit. This your judgment.
Right.
You have to pay back $5 million for the one. This a law.
Right.
So once you see that, then people go, yeah, you know what? I was better off.
Right. Because that person has to work for that.
You're gonna be working.
You'll be the indigenous.
You be working. All you work for, you have enough sustainment for yourself, your family, you got food, you got land, you got sheep, you got everything. Every time you profit, it's just going over here and you maintain your sustainment. After 7 years,
you be tired of that.
You're gonna be like, I will never do that again. I worked 7 years for this man. I make him so wealthy. You won't appreciate it.
Sure won't.
Okay? So,
verse 15.
Okay, verse 15. The testimony of one witness shall not be valid against a man for any crime. Okay? So it's not the testimony of one man. And everybody within the vicinity is required, when questioned, to answer truthfully as to what they saw. Not what they know. Because, people get into, well, I know they had this. Because I heard, not what you heard. Literally, what you saw between or what you saw happen, and that's it. What you witnessed, because you'll be called in and they're going to question, what did you see? Well, I just saw this. That's it. Okay? The testimony of one witness shall not be valid against a man for any crime, especially regarding taking of life or guilt concerning money. One witness is not enough in the guilt concerning money. Or any sin with which, now notice, mishandling money, there's a sin here. So everybody wants to talk about Malachi with the tithe, right? You know the tithe, not money. What? You see, if you're far away, you're supposed to send the money to buy the land and the vegetables and the food back because the tithe is food. So if you don't have land, you send money back. So everybody, these foreign countries, I can't talk to them because they don't know.
Yes,
everybody, these foreign countries, right? They send their children out to go work in some country or somewhere,
Yes.
get some business, make some money, and they send the money back home. Everybody know this term, right? Yeah, you got to send money back home.
Yeah.
Right? And then they take the money back home and they buy up land and build houses and build farming and build sufficiency and businesses for their families.
Yeah, like the Mexicans and
the Mexicans, the Africans, everybody,
Jamaicans,
the Indians, the Chinese,
they
everybody
do all of
do
this.
it.
Yeah.
Except us.
Yeah.
Because back home is here.
Right.
And they don't want to send it here because they're afraid the back home get rich and they get nothing. But the problem is you don't have nothing. And if you don't send it back home, you don't have no land.
Right. Or they'll send it somewhere that ain't their home.
Well, it always goes out. Because the money's actually worthless. It's only for spending.
Right. Oh, you mean it has no value?
It has no value.
So chasing the bag
No.
nothing.
It's nothing. If your goal is to just have money is for transferring. So which resource or what asset are you transferring it for? It's the middleman.
Right.
Okay? So if I have $1 million in gold and I cannot move the gold, then I can move the $1 million and transfer it into land. I could transfer it to what I need to live, to self-support myself.
Right.
You see?
Yes, sir.
It's transfer. It's not.
An exchange.
Doesn't have no value. So the sin of money, so mishandling money, not using your money to buy land is a crime. The people who are doing it, right, like me, my sister, and a few others, I'm not saying no names, I'm saying nothing. But there are some scattered righteous ones, and they wish to remain hidden, and they remain hidden. But the majority, because I can count on my hands the people, right? I can count on my hands. I could point them out on my hands, right? But the majority of you guys are lost. You know what I'm saying? You make millions and millions of dollars, but you do not facilitate any type of self-governance, any type of community, any type of tribe or tribalism. No, you don't. Okay? Any sin with which one may be charged with sinning, but by the word of Yahweh to ensure retribution upon secret crimes, while one witness may swear to deny what has been attested against him, the sentence shall be confirmed upon the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. So, with the exception, okay, if one person says there's this, it remains recorded and noted.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
When someone else comes that doesn't know what the first one said, because we're not allowed to move, we're watching now. We're on alert. How long can an investigation last? Forever. It don't never close. The investigation never close. Never. Because the Most High will not hold the guilty man innocent or the innocent man guilty at no time. Even after we make a judgment in the court, if we later find out, we have to change the judgment.
Yes, that's in the law. That's in Exodus.
So you can't get away with no crimes. There's no double jeopardy laws. You in jeopardy and you in jeopardy. So you have to be upright because at any time the law is always seeking to purge out wicked ones. It's always seeking over a long and enduring period of time of your whole entire life. Next point. So out of 2 or 3 witnesses. So when we see out of 2 or 3 witnesses, then we know. If 2 or 3 witnesses gang up together, we investigate all. We investigate the 2 and 3 witnesses as well as the accused. What, you didn't know that? Why? Because we need to ensure that the witness's testimony is truthful and honest and not because of bribery. Just because 3, 4, 5, 10 witnesses show up, it doesn't ensure that this man that you're accusing is guilty. You may have some enmity or an ought against that man, and that man has not committed the crime that you are accusing him of. So the investigation begins. Now we got to investigate this man and the 10 witnesses and see what is happening here.
Wow. Wow.
When false witnesses, see, I'll be on it, right? Because the law it's chained together. It's knitted together like your scarf. It is tightly woven and connected to make one fabric. When false witnesses, plural, stand up against a man to testify wrong things against him, then the 2 men whom lies the subject of contention shall stand in the presence of Yahweh before the priests and judges who will be in those days. So again, it's whatever judges that I appoint. So the priest and the judges are all appointed. And it doesn't matter at what point in time. It don't have to be from back in the days. It's in the days that this judgment need to be made. The priest and the judges. And the judges shall question the witnesses of their times fairly. And behold, false testimony is in the mouth of the witnesses. They have borne false witness against their brother. And so shall you do unto the false witnesses as they had devised to do against their brother. So again, whatever the penalty was for the crime that they accused the man of, the witnesses receive the penalty. So if the witnesses said that this man stole and he was going to have to pay back the 5,000, all of the witnesses have to pay back that man 5,000 apiece, each one.
You know, I went through something similar to this. So seeing this is like,
each one. The false witnesses must pay the price that the man would have paid for their false testimony. Okay? So if their testimony would have led this man to death, and we find out it's false, we conduct a full and thorough investigation. All the witnesses died.
oh my goodness.
All the witnesses died. So now you understand we're not conducting police investigations.
No.
No. That's not what we do. It's not that way. We don't need to send a detective. Our investigation have no boundaries. You heard?
Yes.
It have no boundaries. We will look to see what we can find, gathering evidence, gathering clues, gathering the story, gathering the facts, gathering the history, and then we have a backup. Then we can consult the Most High, and then we can see, okay, give this one this one this one this, and see what come back. And it come back when I tell you every time. Now we know you all false. You all wish to just destroy this man because you all want to take part in his prosperity. You want to take it from him to gain for yourself. You want this for yourself. No, 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 no. You all receive the punishment that this man was going to receive for this crime. And the punishment for this crime by law is this. And we exercise law code Deuteronomy chapter 19.
Verse 15 to 20.
Yep. And that's how it works.
And that's what it was with Susanna. In the book of Susanna, when and Daniel spoke up. Oh, no, they don't know about that. Okay.
They don't know.
But that's what this law
was
is what he was standing on when he said, okay, gotcha.
That's the practice of lawful judgment. This happened, and it turned out that this went this way. Why? This law. Oh! You find that's the connection.
Yes, Susanna.
That's the connection. Look at that. You find the first connection. Look at that. My comment section should be full of thousands of people who find thousands of connections. But it's not. Want to know why? Because they want to be wicked. I know you want to be. You just want the wicked world in your hands so you can just be wicked and be free. But it won't be. You're going to come under this law and this covenant and be part of this kingdom, or you won't be at all. You will not exist. And you shall do to them as you have done as they had devised to do against their brother, and you shall put down the doers of evil from among you. And the wicked who remain, right? So the ones that didn't show up, that was kind of in on it and thought that this was a good idea but didn't participate this time. The wicked who remain will hear and be afraid and not add to repeat an evil thing like this among you. See? See? So when they see, oh, nah, it sounds like it worked good, but nah, that don't work because they got hit with the whoop whop and the whoop wham. I don't want none of that smoke. Nah, don't try that. That's how it works. Your eye shall not spare life for life. Your eye shall not spare. Here's the price. A life for life. The value of an eye
for
an eye. The value of a tooth for a tooth. The value of a hand for a hand. And the value of a foot for a foot.
Whoa. Whoa.
You can hate me now. You can turn off the video. You can not like what I said. You could not like the judgments that I give. You could not like and say, ain't nobody going to be under his rule. You can say anything. You can say I'm wicked. You can say I don't like him. I don't like how he talk. I don't like his doctrine. I don't like his teaching style. I don't agree with what he's saying. I don't believe that God is like that. I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter. I don't require your belief. There's no altar calls at the end of my teachings. There's no recruitment drive. I don't call none of you. Everything is for the benefit of the Most High's people by blood who choose of their own will to do this.
Yes.
Now, I chose of my own will and followed the steps by my own choice. If you want to know what it cost, I'm going to tell you, it cost me everything. It cost all my money. It cost my friends and family. It cost me everything. Not that my friends or family dislike me or hate me because I've done them some wrong. They actually now love me more that I stood up for right and righteousness and was correct. And they wish they could be in this condition, but they do not have the courage to make the changes. They do not wish to pay the cost. Right? I stand before you. I'm telling you what the truth is. It cost me everything. When I say it cost all my money, it cost all my money. It's the dedicated service of all my wealth, not some. I have to put every nickel and dime into this to build it, even if it is small. You see that?
Yes, sir.
I keep the law on anywhere I am. If I don't care if I got a room, I keep it in the room. If I got a mountain, I keep it on the mountain. Doesn't matter where I keep it. I keep the law. This is the way. This is the truth. This is the light, the law. This instruction redeems in the time of trouble, but it's not a magic book. Oh, look, the law. No, it's not the magic book. You have to do what it says for you to do. And it prepares you for all the problems which are about to come. The Ark of the Covenant. So right now, the Ark of the Covenant says, give to buy land that you have a place of sanctuary to come to from the coming war.
They have an ark to come to.
The sanctuary. The sanctuary is a safe place during war.
Yep.
This is the Ark, and it will save all those who come to it.
You have to come.
That's the other part. You got to give to build it, and you got to come. Now, if they think they're going to play a Noah, they have to remember, okay? If you think you're going to play Noah and we're going to get on an ark, we're going to make it when we see the problems. That's called presumption.
Yeah, we read about that law, didn't we?
And remember what happened with Noah. When they saw the flood and the waters rose up, they found out the door was closed and they couldn't get on.
Yep.
They were locked. Right? Oh, you saying the Most High not going to save us? I'm saying the Most High is righteous. He's going to save who he wants to save for the purpose that he wants to save them. But he has a real problem with presumption. Meaning, you hear, you know what's needed, you know what's necessary, and you don't do it. And then after you don't do it, you turn around and expect to receive a full benefit after you didn't obey the instruction, knowing you were supposed to do it. I'm telling you right now, the Most High is not a fool. He knows all your plans. So you're not affecting the sanctuary. If the sanctuary is big enough for 5 people, there'll be 5 people in it.
Yep.
If the sanctuary grows from 5 people to 10, the 10 people will expand the sanctuary. But it won't be with presumption. It will be through obedience. How that obedience come? Usually out of necessity. Usually. I know, you have to wait. So when the bombs come, you'll see, then my videos become popular.
Yeah.
When the bombs come, my videos become popular.
Yeah.
Then the strangers will find it first. Right? Once they start losing the war, or they see the fallout is greater and much more worse than they had anticipated, the strangers will come and tell you, listen, there's this guy. He's a great teacher. He's over here in the land. We're going over there to get that. And we're going to bring this and this and this because we have to expand. We have to.
Yeah, that's when they'll get moved.
And that'll be for some of you. I will already have an administration here. You're going to see why it's written that way. I didn't write the script. I'm only telling you what's written. So enjoy your Feast of Trumpets.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
So enjoy your Feast of Trumpets. Enjoy this week. We're going to definitely enjoy it, and we're going to be finishing the law because when we come back after the Day of Atonement, we are going to begin making lawful connections and judging the law. We're going to judge the beginnings all the way back to the Exodus with the law and see the connection that the law makes and how the Most High is teaching. So this is just your first reading. When we go back and do the judgments, we will have reconstituted the law again another time, but then understanding actions and conclusions. You know what I'm saying? We need to know what are the fixed conclusions and see where how the law connects people's thoughts and actions and crimes and punishments. So that's it. Enjoy the festival. See y'all tomorrow. Chapter 20. We get into the war scroll. Woo. All right, here we go.
Yes.
One step at a time, one day at a time.